Brandon All in Allen. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing good. Bright and early. It's always good to have fight news and fight announcements. I loved your Twitter last night. The cat's out of the bag, but now you're on video. What's the news? Drop it for us.
Man, looks like we're going to be fighting Ian Heinisch on June 27th. It looks like Las Vegas, so pretty excited to get back in there.
Right.
Been wanting to fight the guy since he got signed to LFA, and they told me no, so happy it could happen. I don't like the guy too much, but I was happy that he took the fight on such a quick turnaround. So,
right.
Hats off to him for that. But now business.
Right. Back in the day, you guys have this, remember the high school girl that would roller skate around and wouldn't talk to you or something? It just seemed like you guys have been missing each other. You guys have been matched up a couple of times. Guys were almost going to fight on 250, and I talked to Gerald about it. Gerald stepped up. How's it finally, feel to? It looks like you guys are both locked in here, June 27th. It's enough time. It's not short notice, but it is a cool little short camp. So it just seems like finally it's going to happen, you versus Heinisch. So you just ready to kind of put him behind you?
Yeah, I don't like to talk a whole lot. At this point, it is what it is. We're going to get in there, see who's better, and see who at least the better man is that night, I'm pretty excited. I feel like I know what he's going to do. I've seen him fight for a while. I think he's going to try to take me down. He tries to take everyone down, but I really think he's going to try to take me down no matter what he says. Most guys don't want to stand after they get touched. So after I touch him, he's definitely going to spaz, and I'm the same guy. I'm going to go forward and see what happens. It's the only way I know how to fight.
We were just talking. So you were there at the Apex Center, UFC 250, him versus your teammate Gerald Mershard, who I just had on last week. How was it to see him that close live? And I know you said you've seen him multiple times, and sometimes you see it even better on tape. But to see him there and physical and just inside the octagon, is that an advantage towards you? Is that something you were like, okay, I took that, I took this, or were you just all in to help Gerald and kind of wasn't even in that mind state?
Especially fight night. I was really in that mind state of just Gerald.
Right.
That's all it was about for me. At that point in time was just Gerald. After the fight happened, then, I was kind of looking for it. But, he's a weirdly shaped fella. Like, that dude is just so oddly shaped. He's so, small and wide, and I don't know. It's just so weird. But we'll see how he handles me.
That's one of my things in my notes. Dude, with you being 6'2", 77 reach, he's like 5'10". His reach was 72, might be 70. Just seems like you are the younger, taller, reach, bigger, athletic body. Going into a fight, is that it? Usually that's a great place to be in. If you could check all those boxes before going in, is that something you're like, okay, cool, I feel good about it?
Yeah, I feel good anyway. I feel confident. I'm tough when I have to be. I don't like to show it, but I am tough. I can take a shot. My defense is usually very well standing. I work a lot on that. To me, a fight's going forward. I'm not there to dance around all night, move and run and do all that. I see the game plans for some people with that, but, we'll see how it works. Everything's trying to adapt in the fight, so I might move around a little bit more, but I don't know. I just don't see it. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what the game plan is. But for me, I don't know. We'll just take a day. Now it's just cutting the weight and focusing on me. I know what he's going to do. We'll just focus on, limiting those possibilities, especially for the overhand and the shots. I know that's what he's going to do. Overhand shot, calf kick, same crap. Something's not going to change, especially in 3 weeks. So
Right.
To me, it's just about focusing on myself, staying healthy, cutting the weight, and being in the best shape possible.
There you go. Both of you guys are 14-3. I love this. I was saying it in the intro before you just came on. I love this fight for the middleweight division. I love a build fight. To me, one of you guys are in that top 10 category after this fight, especially after his win. And if you get that win, it seems like you get all the momentum that he just gained. Both, with you being younger, it just seems like both of you guys get catapulted, whoever wins this fight moving forward. So are you in the same mindset? I saw that you wrote that too. You're like, I'm I want to be top 10. I want to be the best in the world. And this is just another stepping stone for me to get there.
Yeah, definitely. It's always that. I know how I fight best. I know what mindset I need to be in. I figured that out as I got older, more experienced. So it's just about staying focused, focusing on myself. Afterwards, we'll take in everything that happens, just like always. But as of now, it's just business. Again, it's just trying to be the best version of myself that I can be, and
Right.
being ready in 3 weeks. This is going to be a 3-week camp, and I still say I'm going to finish him. And he's the number 13 guy in the world. So imagine on 6 weeks what I'll do to the other ones.
Okay, that's a good point. I talked to so many guys. Some guys love 3-week camps. They almost love kind of getting in, getting out. It's almost a lot about getting the weight cut, and you know where your skill set is. And a lot of guys, some other guys, love 6 or 7 weeks because they really want all in. They want to take all the time they can. Are you more into the 6-week camp? It sounds like, or does it matter? Or have you done each?
Yeah, I usually peak around 6 weeks, so I like 6. Just get my body, because I don't live here in Milwaukee, so getting my body used to the hard training again and kind of easing into it. But being able to eat, keeps my muscles and my muscles in my body fully recovering. So there's less injury. So when the cut does come and you're taking out the nutrition a little bit, the injuries are less likely because the muscles are already strong enough and used to that.
Right.
So that's why it's so critical right now to just keep body upkeep and just really stay focused on myself. That way those injuries don't occur. So, that's kind of one of the big things that I look into because I want to be as healthy as possible.
Sure. Did you just see that Derek Brunson and Shabazian finally got matched up kind of too? It feels like the same thing. It's been like the third, fourth time. Who do you think in that fight? That's a really good middleweight fight for you. That's kind of in that area that you and Ian are at too.
Yeah, man, I'd like to have the winner of that one if I beat Ian in a couple weeks, man, for sure. But
Okay.
again, at a time. But I don't know, man. I think Shabazian's style is going to give Brunson a problem. He's long, he's lanky, his striking's pretty good. We don't know how good his ground game is. He's never had to show it. But we've seen his ground and pound, but his actual jiu-jitsu we haven't got to see.
Right. And all the time, it's funny when guys say that. I always talk to so many, and it's like, hey, we never seen this, and it's like Shabazia doesn't let it go there. It's wild that he hasn't got into those opportunities yet, or even someone has taken him down. So it's pretty weird. That's a great fight. I really do. The middleweight, the top is pretty spot. With Till and Whitaker going at it probably at Fight Island, it looks like. So that's a great middleweight fight. So like the middleweight division in the late summer is really getting ramped up. And then the season at the fall. I talked about you last week. I had you as one of our breakthrough middleweight fighters for the rest of 2020. I just loved your mindset last time we talked. And I think you're going to have a big fight this time. And then I think you got one more towards the end of the year. So I just think this is going to be a really good end of 2020 for you. Are you in that same spot too?
For sure, man. I appreciate that. It's nice to see people that feel the same way I do. But yeah, I feel the same way. Like I said, it's just staying focused every time. I know what I come here to Milwaukee to do, especially now with my little girl.
Right.
Very, very, very focused. The better the opponent, the more focused I am. That's really all I can say, man. That's the best word I can have for it. I'm very focused. I know what I have to do. Like, for instance, eating like this, I'm not a healthy eater, like, outside of camp too much. Like, I'm trying to get better as I get older and take better care of myself.
Right.
I'm still a very, very picky eater. So, waking up early to cook and go here and go there, I wouldn't do that if I was at home. But, especially right now, I have to get it done. I have to do it. I have to bring home that check to the wife and the baby. So that's what I'm here to do.
Absolutely, my man. Last question, and then we have a little 10-question going bananas here at the end of the show. UFC 250, you were there all weekend. From afar, it was definitely all about the Sugar Show for one, and then two, the main event with Amanda Nunes just kind of putting more cement on her legacy. It was an amazing show by her, just brilliant performance. What was it for you being there in Vegas? Was there anything that jumped out to you guys that we didn't see, or was it Amanda in the Sugar Show?
Honestly, I couldn't really tell, man. How they had it set up this time and how things were going. you kind of get your own individuality at the hotel at least. You know, you get your
Right.
own room, your own training room. If you want to go to the PI, you can go to the PI until Friday. So, you know, it was all individual stuff. There was no like special treatment towards one or the other. I thought it was very good. I thought it was ran great.
Right.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. So but I didn't see any partiality or any like really hard focus on them as far as behind the scenes.
Right, right. Yeah, everything we've been hearing is they've been doing a great job with the whole pandemic, getting people, in and out, very clean, very kind of like you said, by themselves and stationary. So yeah, no, great job by them. I think it's their fifth show through the pandemic. It's amazing. Fight Island's finally coming up in a couple
Yeah,
weeks. We talked about that last time was about, what did you prefer? But this is looks like your 27th. It's at the Apex, right, in Vegas?
that's what I think it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, man. Well, we got 10 funny questions, personal stuff, whatever comes up to your head. You ready?
Let's go with it.
All right. If you started a charity, what would it be for?
Oh, children.
Okay. Your biggest pet peeve?
Hmm. Oh, a lot. That's tough to say. My biggest one. I don't know. You probably have to ask my wife because she probably gives me more biggest pet peeves than anything because she knows me so well. So she gets on my nerves like crazy. I don't know. Probably being either clean at the house or being, if you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, be there at that time.
Okay. Outside of mixed martial arts, what's your favorite activity?
Either spending time with my family or going hunting.
Okay. Your favorite candy?
Oh man, they're in my room. I got them for after the fight. Pretzel M&Ms.
Oh, okay. In that red orangey bag, right?
Now the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. Okay, the blue bag.
Blue one.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are good. Those are good. What is your biggest fear?
Ooh, biggest fear? Easy. Something happening to my family.
Right, right. In the year 2025, where will Brandon Alden Allen be?
Hopefully getting ready to retire.
We talked about this last time. I love it, man. But done by 30. Be done by 30. You got the money in the bank. Spend time with the family on an island, raising the girl. Yeah, done by 30. I love it.
Yep. That's it.
What's your favorite item in your closet?
My safe with all my guns in it.
Who is your hero?
My brother and my father.
Love it. Two more, my man. What's a funny high school or college or like a gym story that you maybe haven't told yet?
Man, I don't even have any. I'm just such a simple guy. I just have fun with some of my friends. It's more of just talking crap to my friends. That's really
Right.
it. Talk crap to each other.
And last time talking to Gerald, it seems like you guys have such a great bond at Rufus, especially kind of your weight class, Biggie Rhodes, him. It just seems like you guys have a great brotherhood there.
Yeah, man, we get along great. We're all very close to one another. We get along good. And we all have different styles that can portray different styles. So
Right,
it
right.
works out well for training. When everyone's in the room, it's pretty hard to beat the talent we have there.
That's for damn sure. One of the great gyms, in the last decade. Last question. I think it's an easy one. June 27th, Ian Heinisch, fight prediction.
Ooh, I'm always bad at these. I always get the round off. Usually I'm dead on what happens. It's just sometimes it happens sooner. I don't know. This one's kind of tough. I definitely think I'll make him pretty much give up before the third. I feel that way with everyone. My pressure, how hard I hit, the
Right.
things, the qualities that I possess just happen to work that way. But I think I'll either TKO him or tap him in the second, somewhere in the second.
Okay.
The second's always my prediction, but he's a fast starter. I can start fast too if I want. But I'm usually just more defensive and touching in the first, and that's just how I get people's timing down. So
Right. Yeah, it seemed like, against Gerald, he went out quick. It was a minute into the fight, and he wanted that overhand right, like you said. Maybe he was going to dive in. So, yeah, they call him the Hurricane, right? But my man, you got 6-fight win streak, so usually you're calling it right. Even if it's quicker, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. 14-3, 24 years young, Brandon Allen, my man. I appreciate you. Any last words? The floor is yours.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Just thanks to everyone. This is a quick jump for me. So I appreciate everyone for the support. I have some good sponsors: Perfect Sports, Carry Construction, Wex Gunworks, Turp House. Probably some other ones that I'm missing: Untouchable Tattoo and Hammond. You know, most thank you to my team, my teammates, and always most of all my family. I miss them. I can't wait to see them. So I'm just ready to go out there and get this win and bring the check home to Big Mama. And that's really it, man.
Love it, man. The hair's looking good. The hair's fresh. I love it.
Thanks, man. We'll get another one before the fight too. I'm happy to be back to my old self.
There we go. Brandon, man, appreciate your time, man. Good skill. Maybe I'll talk to you right after your win with Heinisch, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
Later.